So UV exposure is basically any exposure to ultraviolet light. The sun produces three types, UVA, UVB, and UVC. UVC is blocked by the atmosphere, so we only have to manage UVA and UVB. UVA is important because it goes through glass, while glass blocks UVB. So you can get sun exposure through a window, you can get sunburn through a window, so that's why we encourage people to wear sun protection every day, whether they're inside or outside. So 5 sunburns double your risk of melanoma, because 90% of the way your skin ages is related to the sun. So 90% of skin cancers are caused from the sun, and 90% of aging is caused from the sun. Any mole that itches or bleeds or doesn't seem to be healing or changes could be a skin cancer. And so because of how common it is, that's why we encourage being seen routinely. The challenge with skin cancer is it can look like nothing. It doesn't necessarily hurt. It doesn't necessarily bleed. It can just be a red patch that people could think are a rash or a ringworm or eczema. The best way to detect skin cancer is to see a board-certified dermatologist on a yearly basis. A complete sun protection experience or procedure would be sun protection daily with a cream or lotion, and then of course a hat to protect your face. Consider longer sleeve clothing or clothing that blocks sun. There are clothes that actually have sunscreen in them that help people prevent sun exposure if they don't want to use sunscreen all over their body. When I see patients, my favorite sunscreen is one they'll use every day. Sunscreen of at least an SPF 30. I recommend an SPF 50 daily, because rarely does a person get the number on their skin the same as on the bottle, because people don't use enough sunscreen to match the numbers up. So I encourage an SPF 50 daily on the face, neck, chest in women, arms if you're going to be exposed, and then utilizing just a sunscreen you like the feel of, that rubs in well, that you can use daily. The difference between a mineral sunscreen and a chemical sunscreen are that minerals are zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, and they block the ultraviolet rays. Chemical-based sunscreens, those containing octinoxate and other chemicals, absorb the UV light